My stepdad worked for the Pentagon during 9/11. He will not talk about it. And he's like, I can't talk about it. I'm like, what?
He was cremated before they could do an autopsy on him.
And it's kind of weird too how quickly that just
Yeah.
fizzled out. It's just like
Gone. That's weird. It's a little suspicious.
That's so weird.
I'm holding it in my tummy. Hi. Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Hey. Hi guys. Welcome back to the Don't Be a Sad podcast. I'm A.
B.
And we're back. This is episode 6. We're back at
Getting
it again.
into it.
Are you chewing gum?
No. I don't chew gum. Like, what are you even doing? Pretending to eat? What a freaking idiot.
You're cosplaying eating.
Cosplaying eating, you idiot.
All right, so we're back. Today is Saturday, May 3rd?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, because our rotten chicken was supposed to be rotten today. All right, guys, story time real quick. So we tried to cook dinner last night. It was like our first attempt at cooking all week, like a legit meal. And I had made up an arugula salad. We had this whole plan for like roasted potatoes. We were gonna breadcrumb some chicken. We cracked 3 eggs into a bowl. We had the Parmesan, we had the breadcrumbs, we had everything all laid out. The grill was preheating. Everything was preheating. We go to take out the chicken.
It was stinky.
It smelled like ass.
It was stinky.
Needless to say,
We don't plays with stinky chicken.
yeah, it was just so we just dumped it all and we're like, whatever, DoorDash. I literally had just like a BS dinner. I hate when we try, and that's like the second time we've done that where we've prepped everything and the chicken stunk.
We also get over paranoid about the chicken.
Yeah.
Like, it was probably fine, but if it has a little bit of a stink to it, it's like,
I am not risking that. It's not worth it
feel
to
ya.
me. Like, no, I'd rather lose what, $6 of
I'd rather
chicken?
lose 6 pounds from puking and diarrhea.
No. All right, so we're back. Let's read some comments from episode 5. We got some questions this time. You guys really enjoyed the last episode. I feel like it was our best one. It was the longest. I don't know if that means it was the best, but I feel like it was our best. I feel like we're improving each time. I'm really proud of us.
Okay, settle down.
What?
Quit kissing your own butt. We did so... Just get to it.
That's me encouraging both of us.
Just get to it.
You hate me.
Just get to it.
I'm just optimistic.
I did so good. Just quit it.
I said we did good.
Anywho.
Do you see this? Do you see what?
Because I don't have my glasses on. I can't see anything.
Is that why you're pissed?
I'm pissed. I can't see anything. I was trying to look cute.
Yay, my fave pod. I love this comment by Kenzie24. Adria being so fiercely defensive of bald men is so funny to me. LOL, but valid.
I know, and I'm like, settle down.
I am though. I hate it. I've hated it for a long time. I don't think you should make fun of anything of someone if they can't change it about themselves, you know.
Or that's when you make the most fun of them. Oh yeah, that's when it stings.
I mean, or just treat everybody equally and just make fun of everybody. Let's just make fun of everyone everything.
You got to do it.
Carolina Mama, a couple of questions for Brandon. Adria has mentioned you used to work with the deceased. Could you tell us what you used to do and a couple of experiences? Did you ever experience anything creepy?
Nothing creepy other than the dead bodies. I did one time get locked in a body cooler. They were actually doing the embalming of a body, and they were over here, and I was over there. So I walked in. They're like, "Oh yeah, the garage is through there," and so I walk through. I see the body over here. I was like, "Whoa, all right. I don't want to look at that." And door shut behind me. I go. That door's locked. I was like, "Oh." The other door was locked. I was like, "Oh." I'm just imagining like the body just being like sitting up, but
I mean, every time I ask Brandon about it, he's like, they don't look like people.
yeah, they look fake. Dead bodies look fake.
So for context, his body, oh my gosh, his jaw.
So yeah, I was a a service technician for cremation equipment. So I would travel around the country eating food and smelling burnt hair. It was disgusting. I've had human remains in my butthole. And only a handful of us know what that's like.
And so
that's like my favorite fun fact to tell people, that I had humans remains in my butt.
Is that legit though?
Yeah, I've had like ash and like.
I thought you were just joking.
No, I've had ash in my butt crack.
Ash in your ass.
Yeah, I've had ash in my ass.
Oh
Because, you know, sometimes you got to repair the floors of them or the roofs, the ceilings of the machines. And there's some debris left behind.
Brandon did also say something that didn't sit right with him, was that there was an old man. Do you remember the story of what he had on him and you just couldn't figure it out?
No, it wasn't an old man. It was a man like a few years, like he was like our age, but he had one sock on. There was there was a body and he just had one sock on, and I didn't like that.
Why?
I didn't like the one sock. I really didn't like it. That was too real.
I wonder if it had to do with how he passed away.
Well, why wouldn't you take the sock off? Like,
I don't know.
I didn't like it, and he was a younger person. But yeah, I had one instance where they were bringing in a 2-year-old that was mauled by the family's pit bull, and go figure. But yeah, I was like, they're like, oh, I don't know if you guys are comfortable with this, but yeah, we're bringing in an infant. I was like, yes, I am not comfortable with that. I will be out of here. So I just walked out of the building while they finished that one.
There was just something like that on TikTok that was kind of viral. It was like, I think she was a baby. It was like a 1-year-old, and they had 3 dogs. They didn't even know which dog did it. So I guess all 3 of them were covered in whatever. I didn't really look.
Yeah, because the dogs are probably rolling in it.
Yeah, like they don't even know which dog did it. And to me, it's like, you can't put that much trust in an animal that big with a small child. It's just, you always have to be wary of that, because you just never know. Because even my mom's dog Colt, who is an angel on earth, like, she would have never left our nieces alone with him, you know, even though he never tried to hurt anybody. Like, you just can't. You don't know. So yeah, Brandon's seen some stuff. I feel like you kind of like dissociated from a lot of it.
Yeah, that was a terrible time in my life.
For $17 an hour, just
yeah, that was a terrible time.
He also didn't, like, he wasn't the cremator operator.
Oh no, so I've burned people.
You have done that, but that wasn't the main part of the job. So it's not like you saw.
Yeah, I burned bodies. Yeah, I burned that dude. I burned somebody's friggin' grandpa.
It's horrible. That's so sad. But, I mean, it did kind of come in handy when we went to have Colt cremated, because you knew, like, of a nice place
facility
nearby.
You went to, yeah.
Because, unfortunately, some places are not.
Oh, yeah, this one in Jersey. No, not Jersey. In Pittsburgh. They said, okay, so the hint of where it's at, he said the king of polka music's wife was buried there. So wherever that was, Google it, because they're monsters there. So these people, they had a hole in their cremator floor, like where you would slide in the casket. So where you would slide it in, and then you would scoop the remains out after it burns, right? They had a hole in the floor, and they would try to scoop it around the hole, right?
Why?
They're not supposed to have a hole. It's supposed to be a flat surface, so you can scoop it and collect all of it.
I'm just wondering what they were.
So they just get damaged over time. So from neglect of taking care of it, like a tooth, like it had a cavity that kind of got bigger and bigger and bigger. They neglected it so much that the remains were falling through the floor and collecting, right? So by the time they called us in to fix it, the hole was massive. Like, it was huge. And we're like, whoa, I mean, how are you guys getting the remains out of there? He's like, oh, we try to just brush around it, right? And I'm like, okay.
Well, wouldn't, like, parts of the, like, concrete mix in with it as well?
Hold on.
Okay, we're getting
So they put a patch over it with this with like a mortar, like a refractory you could spread, and they made a patch, and we're like, oh wow, that's who did that? And they're like, oh, we did. I'm like, oh. So we took the patch out, and there were just piles of bones. So we called our supervisor, and yeah, I was like, what was his name? I was like, John, yeah, I'm not getting in there, dude. Like, I was like, he's like, okay, I will. So he's in there. So he starts like jackhammering it a little bit to get in there. So he's working, and he's like, he like makes his face. I was like, what? He reaches down, he pulls up a jawbone, and I was like, no way. He's like, dude. So he climbs out. He calls again. He's like, dude, there's so many human remains like in there. Like, what are we supposed to do with it? And they're like, just separate it and just let them know, and then they can deal with it. And we're like, okay. So my coworker, he's separating everything, and trying to be diligent, and they come, they're like, oh, how you guys doing? We're like, yeah, there's a lot of bones in here, man. Like, this hole has been here for a while. And they're like, yeah, there's probably something in there. Like, they're just like playing it off. We're like, so we separated it. What do you guys want to do with it? They're like, you just throw it all together. They just dumped it all in with all the trash and everything. So on their property, they were dumping all the refractory that we were taking out of the machines. So they just took all the old bones and all that and all the trash that we had and just mixed somebody's human remains in with the trash.
That's gotta be illegal.
It has to be. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't just throw it out.
Dumped it in there. I'm like, you guys are disgusting. And not to mention the pizza. This is the worst thing. This is the worst thing they did. He's like, oh, my wife works at this pizza place. This is the best pizza I ever had. They use pie crust for their crust. And I was like, pie crust?
Oh, like a dessert pie?
Like pie crust for their pizza. And he's like, oh, it's the best thing. It's sweet and this and that. I'm like, okay. So he brings us like 5 pizzas. And it's like, he's like, oh, you got to try it. Dude, I take a bite. Disgusting. It's like this sweet, sugary, horrible pizza, dude. It was horrible.
It's like, dude, I can forgive the jawbone. Yeah. I can't forgive this.
Yeah, I can forgive you disrespecting the dead, but you're going to disrespect me
pizza?
With that bullshit.
You're going to disrespect pizza like this?
Bro. Anywho, so anyway, that's just making me bringing back memories. Those people were just scumbags.
Needless to say, Brandon's glad he doesn't do that anymore.
Yeah, that was horrible.
What's the biggest pet peeve y'all have about each other?
Recently, probably her asking if I'm like puking for some reason. Like, I'm like, what are you talking? Did you puke? I'm like, no, I didn't puke. But you tell me if you did. I'm like, what are you talking about? What do you want me to say? No, I didn't puke. Yes, I did puke. Which one do you want me to say? Because I didn't puke. Do you want me to tell you I puked? So she's been driving me crazy like the past 2 weeks with that one, but that's about it.
All right. Can I just say, first of all, you did tell me that you puked last Friday. The day of his tattoo appointment, he tried to eat something for breakfast, and he told me, like, later that day that he kind of puked it up, like, a little bit. Like, not a full puke, but, like...
I was thinking it was nerves, but now that I think back on it, I think I was just sick.
Okay. I have emetophobia, and, like, it just freaks me out. Like, I literally will start sweating, like, and I can't help it. It's like a physical, like, adrenaline rush reaction.
It's the most annoying thing.
I'm sorry, and I know it's annoying. My biggest... Alright, this is so random. I don't feel like I've ever told you this, but, like...
Wow, sitting on this one, alright.
And it's really not that bad, that's why it's a pet peeve, because it's kind of stupid, but for me, it's...
This is the end of it right here, guys. What is it? Tell me.
Once I say it, there's no going back.
There's no going back.
Okay.
I have to pull out another one.
It's when you turn off the PlayStation and then the TV is just blaring Degrassi and you just leave it like that.
Oh, I don't care. I can change the channel. We don't have to have it on Guys, why do we have it on the Degrassi channel? Literally, anytime the freaking TV's on, it's Degrassi, and I'm sick of seeing Spinner's ass.
Are you done? But, like, we'll be playing music, like, I'll be getting ready, or I'll be watching YouTube in the room, and then I just hear Degrassi blaring in the other room. Like, okay, it's just mildly annoying, but it's a pet peeve. It's not the worst thing. That's just the first thing that came to mind. Anyways. I was a latchkey kid in kindergarten, but then again, that was in the 80s. But still, what? Having to fend for yourself and at that age is crazy. Also, awesome job, guys. This episode was so deep. I love it. Adria has been my favorite YouTuber since I was put on this media platform. To see the two of you on a pod is honestly the absolute best. I love
Cute.
the two of you and the way you play off each other. You guys are my type of people. Can't wait for your next episode. I'm with A on surfing and cults. Yeah, I mean, I would want to ride a big wave if I wouldn't have a skyscraper like wave crashing down on me.
18 million pounds falling behind you, like it's water. Yeah.
No, I did.
Tell that to where did that tsunami hit? Where was that? Like
Thailand.
Yeah, tell that to them. It's just water when he got freaking blasted by a tsunami. Anywho,
You didn't say riding a tsunami. It was just a big wave. Okay, but regardless. And also, I feel like I should have put driving a race car higher up on that list. When I
Yeah.
watched the podcast back, I was like, wait a minute, why was that so low down?
you're telling me. I thought you were gonna freaking eat that up.
Yeah, like, okay, I kind of messed that up. Dissolve3925, could you tell us if you've had any weird subscriber experiences or if you met any weird YouTubers? Also, is Florida as crazy as people say it is? If so, do any memories come to mind? I've never had a weird subscriber encounter, but the first thing that comes to mind was, do you remember we were at the mall? It was around Christmas time.
And the girl took your picture and you never saw the picture anywhere?
Yeah, okay. So let's back up. So we were shopping at the mall, and this was 2018. Okay, so it was here in PA, and this girl comes up to us. I think it was like in J.C. Penney or something. It was
Yeah.
a really random store, and she was like, "Oh my gosh." Like, did she like say my name? Like,
Yeah, she was like Adria.
yeah, so she actually knew my name. It wasn't like she just took a guess. She's like, "Oh my gosh, Adria," and she was like, "Oh, can I take a picture with you?" I was like, "Yeah," and you took our picture, right?
Yeah, and she was like, "Thanks, Brandon."
Yeah, and it was really sweet. And like,
Yeah.
I think I even said something like, "Oh, tag me in it." Like, it was so nice meeting you. Blah blah blah. I never saw the picture. And, like,
Lost
to this
media.
day, I'm like,
It was such lost media.
I hate lost media. So the thought of that, like, there's a picture of me out there with this girl that I've never seen in my life. It's just so weird.
What if she just like blew it up and just throws darts at it? Because what if she just hates you?
Any weird YouTubers that we've met?
No. No, we haven't really met any but YouTubers, just a couple, and they're all sweet.
Everybody that we met back at Playlist in 2017 was so nice.
Yeah, we never did anything else.
No.
But yeah, any YouTubers, everybody's just people.
Yeah.
It's not weird.
It's
Just people doing a job.
It's weird how I got like all starstruck just meeting YouTubers, and Brandon just like didn't even care.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care if I met the president. I mean, like, that's a weird job to have. What the heck?
I wish I could be more like that, because even if it's someone I'm not a fan of, I'm still like, oh my gosh, they're famous. Like, that's so crazy. And I just get all like, ugh.
No, what was her name? Loey. She was a
Oh
sweetie.
my gosh, she's the sweetest person
And she was wearing,
on earth.
I was like, man, those things look like they freaking hurt. She's like, oh, and then we just look at her. She was barefoot walking around. I was like, queen. She's a sweetheart.
I would say she was probably the nicest
Yeah,
YouTuber.
that's
that
a
we
sweet
met.
person.
She was just
She deserves everything she's getting. Because that was she's a sweet lady.
Loey Lane.
Sweet lady.
Love her. I still love her. Is Florida as crazy as people say it is?
It's crazier. It's better. Florida's the best. Florida freaking rocks, bro.
Oh my gosh. Wait, guys, at our last apartment, our neighbor was like, this is so messy.
Robert?
Yes. Okay, so our neighbor, he was like a divorcee,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, he was divorced, and sometimes his kids would be over, and then we see this lady starts coming around, right?
Robert got himself a girlfriend.
He got himself a girl. There was a
Started
night.
acting up.
They were kind of drunk. She locked him out of their
Wait, no. She stormed out with the keys. He's like, hey, that bitch took my keys or something.
They were coming from the car.
No.
Right?
No. She took the keys.
Pushed him out.
No. So she took the keys, and then he's like, he's yelling about her, and she's walking around, and he's going after her. She did a whole loop and came back and went to his house and locked him outside. That's what happened.
And this dude was out on his porch
Sleeping. It was hot. It was hot outside too, boy. It was probably 85 out. Mosquitoes.
What made it so funny from our POV was that we were looking through like our little door hole, And so we're seeing it like through like this fisheye lens.
We never heard a word from that guy. He was always just quiet. He wasn't. But that was just the funniest thing. Oh my god, that was so funny. I was just watching it happen. I'm just like, this guy.
But I'm also just wondering, why didn't he call the police?
Because he was drunk and he didn't want to call the police. Oh, he probably didn't have a cell phone.
Probably not. I mean, he was in like his bare feet too.
He was
so
screwed. She locked it. She locked him out and didn't even. She didn't let him in all night. The fact that she locked him out the entire night is so funny.
I couldn't imagine
Poor Robert
doing that to you. Well, wasn't she? She was like living there for a while. Like she was kind of like lived in for a bit.
Something. But she locked him out. That was wonderful.
She had some audacity.
She whooped his ass.
He probably deserved it.
Friggin' Robert, bro. Screw Robert.
Anyway, I want to give a shout out in this podcast to my Nini because she watched our last episode and she loved it. So,
Nini, don't listen to my bad mouth.
Oh, she doesn't care. Check her out at Cute as a Button by Nana on Etsy. She made my button A. If you see anything around us that has buttons, I think there's another one over here.
Yeah.
It's a panda.
She's going nuts,
She
guys.
just makes little button decorations. It's cute. I'm gonna help her revamp her Etsy store tomorrow. So
she got some Memorial Day stuff coming up.
Oh yeah, she made like an American flag wreath. She has fall pumpkins coming out.
Ooh,
so
Nini has her whole lineup.
Oh yeah,
this is her hobby, guys, and it's sick.
It's so cute.
She goes nuts. And there's also her little trademark butterfly.
Yes, every single one of the pieces has a little butterfly button hidden in it.
That's her signature. It's sick.
I love her. And like last time I was there, like I was looking at her she has like little pastel like spring wreaths, and I was like, oh my gosh, these are so cute. She was like, just take one. I'm like, do you want me to pay you for this? Like, she's like, no. I'm like, nee, it has a price tag on it. She's like, I don't care, just take it. I'm like, oh my gosh. Like she would literally give them away to you guys for free if she could, but I'm like, nee, you have to like be able to buy your supplies.
Yeah, you have to buy the
You
supplies.
can't dig yourself a hole. But like that's the thing, she doesn't even do it for the money. She just loves doing it.
So if you buy them, she can just make them. It's literally like a 1-to-1. It's the worst business. It's 1-to-1.
Yeah, she makes like no profit. It was like this episode of I Love Lucy I watched where she started making salad dressing, and I think it cost her like 12 cents a bottle, which at the time that's a lot of money, and she lost 12 cents for every bottle she sold. So I'm like, that's literally Nana.
And they take forever to make, but she loves it.
She does.
And they're so cool.
We should make you a bee. Nini. Let's order the
Nini.
do it. What color?
Maybe I want a bumblebee.
Oh, that would be cute.
Maybe I want a sick bumblebee.
Wait, maybe she could do
Why
like
does that look just like me?
It does. Now it's time for... Do you know what it's time for?
Latest and greatest. I got a raise. It's not latest and greatest yet. It's coming.
No, it's the Mental Health Minute.
Oh, Mental Health Minute. Never mind. I didn't know what was coming.
Did you know that May is Mental Health Awareness Month?
I don't care. I don't care. Wrong. I'm just a boy. I don't care.
Anyway, happy Mental Health Awareness Month, guys. How's your mental health? Let's all check in. I feel all right.
I got nothing going on.
I'll say I'm so much better because now I have my new allergy medication, and we were out today for like 3 hours. I didn't sneeze once. I did sneeze earlier in this podcast, if you didn't hear it. But I was fine till we got home and I watered the plants out on our balcony. That made me sneezy, but it was nice to be able to go out and enjoy. So I guess I'm better. How about you?
I'm hanging. I got 2 modes, angry and not angry.
I was a little pissy because we went to the DMV today, or we tried to. And
so
that
emotional. So emotional. To be a woman. I can't.
Okay, I'm sorry I didn't bring my Declaration of Independence to the DMV.
I did. I had it.
We know you did. But you know what's so annoying, guys, is I have literally a DMV folder, and I had everything that I had taken there the last time. And she's like, no, you need another piece of mail. You need a piece of mail with your address. I'm like, but I have our marriage license, and he has a piece of mail. She's like, it doesn't matter. And like literally the last time we did it.
It was ridiculous. She was cranky. She's probably hungry. I just realized I'm wearing the same shirt as in the painting.
Oh, yeah, you are. Oh,
so
my God.
I literally am. Like, that's me.
Does art imitate life? Or does life imitate art?
Look, it's me. All right. All right. Enough of that. Let's move past that one.
Oh, and then after the DMV, we were like driving around, like looking at houses. Brandon's like, let's buy a house. I'm like, what?
What's up with the housing market, guys? There's some freaking
Okay,
scoundrels.
wait, I have to insert this to show you guys. This is literally the funniest thing. You guys are gonna die. So, we were driving through these neighborhoods, which, first of all, Brandon was like, okay, that car's kind of shitty. We could probably afford to live here. I'm like, okay. So, we look it up. These townhouses were like one bedroom and like $400,000.
$500,000 for a one-bedroom townhouse? Bro.
And before I would see people say like they're like the middle class is like dissolving, like it's either like
Yeah.
poverty or wealthy people, and I'm like, is that really true though? But then as we're driving, I see a sign is like luxury townhomes, luxury apartment rentals, and I'm like, where's just like the normal stuff? Like, why is everything luxury now? And why is a one bedroom house, which first of all, how is that even a thing? A one bedroom house, $400,000.
Oh, I think luxury is just being tossed around like when you see like deluxe macaroni and cheese. Like, bro,
Like,
we know.
what's deluxe about it?
There's nothing deluxe about this,
You
dude.
painted the wall gray.
Wow, the cheese isn't powder. The cheese is in a packet now. It's in a freaking. I gotta it out instead of mixing it in. Come on.
Also, like organic mac and cheese, like there is nothing organic.
What did you? What kind of? I don't even know what to say.
What kind of organ made this cheese?
Where did you get the organs? I guess it'd just be organic milk.
Okay, so we even look at this picture. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna look at houses. I look this up. This is the most ominous, scary house. Look at this. And it says price unknown.
Yeah.
Price unknown.
Yeah, because Nosferatu does not know what money's worth these days.
Yeah, and I was like, Nosferatu took that picture. Like, what?
It's the scariest thing.
It's so scary. Price unknown. And it's just like this gray.
Yeah.
I'm going to insert it on the
Yeah,
screen.
they cropped out the cemetery.
Like, price unknown. Like, you posted this listing. Like, can you figure it out?
He's like, so what do you think it's worth?
Nosferatu's like, make your best guess. Wait, no, you go for an open house. Like, there's an open house of that, and it's like in SpongeBob Nosferatu with the lights.
Yeah.
Why does this striking me so?
It was just ridiculous.
It was just so stupid. I'm like, hello?
Hello.
Hello. All right, you ready to rank some things?
I've been trying to rank things for 10 minutes now.
Ranking things. Okay, I'll rank first.
Yeah, you write first. Rank first. Fresh pavement after the rain.
Ooh, wait, is it gonna be stuff that smells so good? That smells delicious, especially like in the summertime and you're like out in your bare feet walking on it, and it's like kind of
and there's like worms and shit.
Yeah, and like it's kind of warm out, so it's like kind of
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's going at number 3. Smell of pavement. That is just
Good. Old books.
Oh, I can smell like the school books.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Smelling that stinky book.
I will say, like, it kind of triggers my germophobia a little bit.
Yeah, how many dirty fingers are in there?
Like, and you find like some like
Dirty,
caked
poopy,
on.
stinky fingers.
So I'll put that at 7.
I remember I used to put boogers, wipe my boogers on the pages. Is that weird?
Brandon is the kid. You're the reason that we were forced to cover our books in school. Remember they would yell at you to cover your books?
I don't even know what you're
Did you do
talking
that?
about.
What?
Cover it with what? Boogers?
No, you had to like. You don't remember like book socks?
I didn't have book socks.
Or you.
I thought you only had those if you were rich.
Well, first of all, it was like a rule at my school. We had to cover our books.
No, I didn't have a rule like that.
To protect them?
No, I just wiped my boogers in. I didn't even open those books. I didn't do my
Well,
homework.
isn't like the Florida education system like notoriously kind of like
Well,
maybe I don't know.
I'm pretty intelligent myself, so
Well, I know it's
you have one example of the Florida education system, and
no, you're smart.
might I just say that it's quite prestigious down there.
It's not a dig at you. It's just
Oh, I kicked the camera. No, yeah, they do. There's definitely bad schooling.
Yeah,
for sure.
All right, so the books I put at 7.
New car. Oh.
See, because that also smells like money. New car smell. I mean, it's not a smell that you smell a
A
lot.
smelly smell? Like the smell when you smell.
I'm gonna put that above books.
Wow. Gasoline.
That's at number 2.
Whoa! Saving room. That might be a
Yeah,
mistake.
I love the smell of gas.
All right. This one might be a little weird. Skunk.
Oh, what? That's 10. Ew.
Stinky.
Oh my gosh, my dog got skunked like twice. Have you ever smelled it like a dog getting skunked?
Probably just smells like a skunk.
No, it's like it's
In your face.
it is potent.
Burning toast.
Ooh. I kind of want to put that at 1. Damn. You know what? I'm gonna put it at 4.
Ooh, I know what you're gonna put at number 1.
I'm saving it because I feel like there's gonna be a better one.
A forest after a storm.
Like, what?
Yeah, that's kind of the same as after the rain. I had ChatGPT pop this one out. Forest.
Yeah, I guess it would be kind of like a similar vibe, like when we used to go walk by the lake, like just like that kind of. Yeah, I'll put that at.
I love that smell.
I think I'll put that at 8, just because it's kind of like not that memorable.
Chlorine.
I'll put that at 9.
YMCA. What about crayons?
See, I want to put that at 1. But I don't know what the last thing is. I feel like you probably saved a really good one for last. Just knowing you. All right, I'm gonna put crayons at 5. I'm gonna trust the process.
Basement mold.
Are you proud of yourself? I hope that
I
you're.
just freaking gave you crayons. It was right there.
All right. Well,
it's supposed to be number 1. I even said I know what you're gonna put as number 1. And she put mold, guys. What a freak.
ugh. And that I just got triggered to my childhood because our basement used to flood all the time and the carpet did get moldy. So I know exactly what it's disgusting.
You're a freak.
But it does kind of remind me of childhood in a way, to look on the
so
bright
you
side.
like it.
I mean, I could look at the silver lining of it. I'm definitely switching basement mold. That's got to go like all the way down. I will switch that with
Mama.
I guess I gotta switch it with chlorine just because it needs to be like at the bottom.
I got you.
I mean, the smell of chlorine's okay.
I think I would have swapped it with book.
I thought of that, but I feel like it needs to be farther down. It just needs to be at the bottom.
Chlorine's your number 1, you weirdo?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Not realistically. I know. I knew I should have put crayons.
You failed that one.
I knew I should have put crayons.
You failed that one, little lady.
Guys, why did I mess that up? I feel like my hair is so messed up.
Your hair looks terrible. Here you go. Why don't you wear my hat? How you like that? There you go.
Honestly.
That hat's funny. It says bad hair day, guys, and I don't have any hair. That's what makes it so funny when I wear it.
No, but to me, the funnier part of that is that you got it in the women's section.
Excuse me?
That's the real funny part.
Excuse me.
All right, are you ready?
I have a small head. I have to wear girl hats.
That's cute.
Give me my freaking hat back.
Anyways, price unknown. That I can't even look at that. It's cracking me up.
What do you got for me?
The simulation conspiracy theory, the belief that reality is actually a sophisticated computer simulation and nothing is truly real.
Simulation theory is fun. I do like that one. If we're doing conspiracy theories, I'll put that number 3. That one, because sometimes, like, I would say, like, what's that called? The Mandela effect and all that stuff. It's like, what's going on here?
Okay, we'll get into that because I feel like that's on here. So, are you gonna rank these like on how cool they are?
How much I like them, I guess. Maybe I might be familiar if these are all conspiracy theories.
I feel like you should rank them on how much you like believe them.
I'm ranking them how I want to rank them.
All right, we'll just see. The Montauk Project claims the U.S. government conducted mind control, teleportation, and time travel experiments at Camp Hero in Montauk, New York.
Okay, well, that's kind of dumb.
Allegedly inspired by the Netflix series Stranger Things. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever heard of that one.
Yeah. If there's time travel, that just doesn't make any sense. I don't know. I'll take that number 9.
All right, the next one is the Denver airport conspiracy.
Ooh, that one's weird. I kind of know a little bit about that one.
Denver International Airport is thought by some to be the headquarters of the Illuminati or a post-apocalyptic bunker for world elites. Strange murals, runways shaped like swastikas, and gargoyle statues fuel speculation.
I know they had like the weird statues and
I
stuff,
didn't
and
know
like,
that
and I
other
think they have like a
stuff.
train that goes somewhere and they don't know where it goes.
Isn't there like a weird, like demonic horse?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll put that one number 6.
Okay.
Denver.
Project MK Ultra.
Ooh,
That one's a juicy one. That's like a really,
that's a good one, and has a sick name.
a real CIA program, 1950s to 70s, involving mind control experiments using LSD and other methods. While verified, conspiracy theories claim the project never ended or morphed into new covert operations.
Some people think that guy who tried to shoot Donald Trump was
part of that?
yeah, like they went through MK, like they brainwashed him because his apartment was completely scrubbed of all his silverware, everything.
Oh, yeah.
He was cremated before they could do an autopsy on him to like check if he had any chemicals and stuff in him. He was cremated before they could even do that. So they couldn't see if he had like LSD or something in him. Like
Even the fact that he was cremated while the investigation was still going on, like what you
and
throwback.
and nobody talks about it.
No.
That was it's like the president got what was it? Not presidential. The nominee got freaking shot at, dude. Shot the freaking nipped his little freaking Trump ear.
And it's kind of weird too how quickly that just filled out. It's just like
gone. That's weird. It's a little suspicious.
That's so weird.
Epstein, is that one on here?
It should be.
That one's freaking scary.
Wait, I have to look into that now that they think he was part of the MK Ultra thing.
Yeah.
Is that like actually? Oh my gosh, that's scary. Okay, the missing 411. A theory that hundreds of people have mysteriously disappeared from U.S. national parks under unexplained or paranormal circumstances, possibly involving portals, cryptids, or government cover-ups.
I thought it was tunnels.
So the missing 411.
I don't know what that is. I'll put it 8.
HAARP and weather control.
China's shooting tornadoes at us.
I just saw
Trump.
I just saw something recently where there was like meat that fell from the sky and they don't know. I was watching a thing like unexplained things that have happened.
Oh, so that was, I know what that one was. That they were doing tests off of, I think it was Oregon. They were doing weapons tests in the ocean. Oh, and they had blown up, I guess, a huge nest of jellyfish, sent it up into the atmosphere. It blew 50 miles and rained jellyfish on a town because it was burning their skin. So they're getting rained on by jellyfish.
Oh my gosh, and jellyfish are stinky. No, but I'm talking about, I'll have to show you, but it was like actual meat fell from the sky.
Like real meat? Not
no, it wasn't jellyfish. So HAARP and weather control, I don't know about that. That one's like...
That's what they say with like the Hawaii thing. They were like, oh, the blue roofs. There's all... I see all that crap on TikTok.
Where'd you put HAARP?
HAARP. I'll put that number 7.
Next is the Mandela effect.
I brought it up.
I think the Mandela effect's really cool. A shared false memory phenomenon where groups of people misremember facts. Example, Berenstain Bears versus Bernstein Bears. Some believe it's evidence of alternate timelines or dimensional shifts. I will say, Chick-fil-A used to be spelled chic-fil-A. 1,000%. I will die on that.
I will second that.
It just was.
Another weird one that freaked me out. Pikachu's tail.
Yeah.
I remember him having a black tip on his tail.
Yeah.
And he doesn't. And that was weird to me.
Well, like, even the Berenstain Bears one, like, it was Berenstein. It wasn't Stain. Like, what are you talking about?
That's a really weird one. There's some other ones. That one's weird. I'll put that number 5 right in the middle.
Comment your favorite Mandela effect. I love those. This one, I'd never heard of this. The Black-Eyed Children. Creepy stories of children with pitch black eyes knocking on doors or approaching cars, asking to be let in, often associated with supernatural entities or alien hybrids. What are you laughing
I
at?
thought you were going to say the Black Eyed Peas.
Here we go, satellite radio. Y'all get hit with the boom, boom.
Black Eyed Kids, like, get out of here, Fergie, bro. That one's dumb, dude.
All right,
like,
wait, what do you have left? 1 and 4.
1 and 4.
Oh my gosh, you were like me. All right.
Well, I thought there'd be one juicy one. Maybe this next one.
This one is called, it's abbreviated DUMBS, Deep Underground Military Bases. Claims that there are secret underground bases across the U.S. where military, aliens, and scientists conduct secret experiments on humans.
That's actually pretty cool. What was it called? Dumb?
Yeah.
D-U.
That's kind of dumb.
That's kind of dumb. I kind of like that, though. I've never heard it. I mean, I could see them being some underground bases, I guess. Maybe it's... I can't really. It's kind of hard to dig.
I mean, like, anyone you know that's in the military is like, oh, there's stuff I can't tell you. And it's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, they're so secretive about it. It's like,
I was like, hey, have you seen... you're a captain in the Navy, right? Have you seen anything in the water, like aliens? Can't talk about it. What? It's like, what are you talking about?
My stepdad worked for the Pentagon during 9/11. He was a captain in the Navy, and like he will not talk about it.
Yeah.
And he's like, I can't talk about it. I'm like, what?
But remember when he's a little tipsy that one time and he started like
No, wait, what did he say?
It was just I don't know. He was
just going off.
he was being a little looser with it. Let's just say that. I was like, all right, we gotta get this freaking Italian some wine.
We gotta get him drunk, and we gotta ask him, like, come on, Rich, tell us about 9/11.
I don't want 9/11. I think that one will trigger him, but I think like...
No, but like, he worked for the Pentagon. I don't think he was there. He wasn't there. I'm pretty sure he was out at sea when 9/11 happened, but like, I don't know. I feel like he would know
Rich
something.
did 9/11.
He doesn't have an alibi. All right, and the last one, the moon landing was fake.
Oh, well, that one's...
That's a good number 1.
So, I think the footage was faked. I think they went there, but then the footage wasn't very good, and they had to recreate it. I think that's what happened with that. So, I'm going to put that as number 1.
Didn't they say that it, like, live streamed to TV?
Yeah, and they called the president... And, but they can, I guess, with radio waves, they go, I guess they stretch further, so you can talk through them easier. But, what was I about to say? Yeah, I think that the footage, because of the cameras, that the radiation could have just destroyed the film, so they wouldn't even be able to, record with the film because of the radiation.
Oh.
So, that's what people think, and... There's, reflectors up there, so, people have been up there.
Yeah.
So it's like...
Yeah, people have been up there, but...
When?
Was it live broadcasted to TV?
It might have even happened before that, you know what I mean? I don't know.
I don't even know.
But that's a juicy one. The moon landing is freaking juicy.
That's what got me into conspiracy theories. I remember I was so bored one day on my computer and I just saw in my recommended, it was a documentary, did the moon landing happen? And I was like, what? And I just sat there eating my lunch and I'm just like, this is so cool.
And when you see them putting stuff under a microscope, it's like... That's weird. What?
What do you mean? The rocks?
Some of the old footage. If you watch some of the old footage and some of the lighting and all this stuff, it doesn't add up. And it's just...
Didn't they say there was, shadows?
Yeah, there's, different... There's, shadows coming from multiple...
Different angles.
Yeah, and they're that... There's not multiple lights, I don't know. There's some juiciness, so I think they might have fibbed a little bit.
When also, the flag blowing.
Moving.
Yeah, they're the flag wouldn't be blowing.
There's some juiciness to it. Let's just say that.
But also, even if it was staged, I kind of want to give them props, pun intended, because the balls to put that out to the world is we're gonna fake this and everyone's gonna believe it. Imagine how scary that would be to try to stage something like that.
Like when they faked how scary COVID was. Uh-oh.
Wait, what do you mean?
Because that junk was not freaking bad. It wasn't even worse than the flu, dude.
I mean, at first they didn't know.
They knew. What about when they said it didn't come out of that freaking lab, and then now they're like, oh yeah, it did come out of there. They freaking lied to us the whole time.
It's so crazy.
That junk was crazy.
I literally read
That should be a conspiracy theory. That's going to be crazy in 50 years.
Well, yeah, because like I literally remember like it was the week of like early in March, like that first week of COVID. I remember talking to Nana on the phone. She was like, "It leaked from that lab," and I'm just like, "This lady," and then it's like,
yeah. And then a couple of years later, it's like, oh yeah, it did.
But I don't even know why that's like something to cover up. Like, just own it. That's what happened. Like, I don't.
It was because a country didn't want to take a blame. Like, oh, did your country just infected the entire world?
No, I get that, but
an accident, that's okay. But if that country's like, you guys were playing with these viruses and you just infected the entire world with your virus.
Yeah.
Like, that can't be like. You being directly responsible versus it being an accident is so much different.
That's true. But I also, it's like, why did that become political? Really? It's like, it either happened like that or it didn't.
Oh, I know. I had my coworkers. They're like, "Oh, you got the jab and all that stuff." I'm just like, bro, don't ever say jab to me, please. I got a shot, bro. I didn't get a jab. I got a freaking shot, like everybody else did. It's not a big deal. Like, I'm glad nothing bad happened because you hear some bad stories too.
Oh my gosh. Well, like, and then I started spiraling. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, all my health problems like got so much worse.
Yeah, that thing might have jacked you up. It might have jacked you up.
Well, because the thing is like autoimmune disorders run in my family. Yeah. So, and like I hesitated to get it. I don't even know if we ever even told you guys. Like we waited like a while to get the vaccine, and it's like I was so back and forth with it, and I hated how political it was. Cause I'm like, can we just get facts?
I know, and then they're like, oh, it's this effective, it's that effective. I was like, well, damn, I'm getting that thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm getting it, and I got it. Because I was like, we already had COVID. And I was like, dude, that was horrible. I do not want to get that thing. So then the following year, it's like, oh, we have vaccines. I was like, I'll wait a little bit. Let's see what happens. People are like getting it. I'm like, oh, I don't want that one. I'll get this one. And yeah, I mean, won't be doing that again.
No, I mean,
you hear like all these like young guys having like heart attacks and stuff, like teenagers and like people in their 20s, and it's like, what the heck is going on? Like the blood clots and all that. So,
I mean,
yeah, rushing them. Yeah, I need some other people to.
Well, that's kind of where it also is so disappointing that there was such lack of transparency. Like, even when they put out misinformation, when they learned more, they didn't correct it. You know, so people were just all over the place and didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
You know, like, we've just felt so out of the loop and we weren't properly communicated with. It would have just been nice to feel like the government and the world at large just had the people's best interests at heart. It just didn't feel that way. It just felt like we were just like,
And then to see how much money like the big corporations made during that, it was like all the citizens lost like what? Like it was like $2 trillion or something, and then all these corporations made $2 trillion.
Yeah, everything got richer.
Yeah, it's just like, all right, and we're gonna take all your money and give it to all these already super wealthy people. This is fantastic.
All right, maybe you guys have gone to the side of TikTok. That kind of reminded me. I got to the side of TikTok where it's like this animated movie from the 80s of this elderly couple that survived a nuclear bomb, and they're slowly dying of radiation poisoning. And it is like the creepiest thing. And all the comments are like, what is this propaganda being put on my feed? Like, why are we all seeing this? Like, it's being spread like, all over TikTok.
Are we about to get nuked?
I know. And I'm like, this is so freaky. And it's literally like the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. The whole time the husband's just like comforting the wife because they're like old. And he's like saying like, oh, don't worry, they're going to come to save us soon. And I'm like, the amount of blind faith that people put in the government. And this was actually based on something that happened back in England at that time where they kind of were like prepping people in case that happened. They sent pamphlets to their house of like how to prep. And in this cartoon, we should watch it. We should watch it and talk about it next time. But like they give the citizens like these paper bags to be in. And they're like, oh, get in the bags to protect yourself from the radiation. And here it's just body bags. They sent them body bags.
To lay in, so they were already in the bag.
Oh my gosh, it was the freakiest thing I've ever seen.
First of all,
this episode where we're just like talking about the government.
First of all, why did anybody think it was a good idea to make a nuke?
No. Like, why? And what for?
And right after they made it, they used it on somebody. And now we have so many we can blow up the planet. And everybody on it.
And yet women are so emotional. Men just want to literally destroy their entire country. Like, maybe if women ruled the world, maybe we would talk things out.
You just talk about it nonstop and never do anything.
Hey, why are you angry? Why are you trying to start problems with my...
Because I'm trying to build a house, and I'm trying to kill that tribe over there. That's why I'm angry. I'm trying to get you food, and I'm trying to kill that tribe. That's man brain. I'm mad. I'm hungry. Kill.
I want land. Ooga booga.
He took my strawberries. He took my milk. And he ate my carrots. Dead, dead, dead.
And now I'm like, okay, if there was ever threats of, like, nuclear... Like,
I don't want to survive that.
Yeah, I'm not even going to do any of the survival stuff. I'm going to go stand outside like this and just let it take me. Like, I don't want to survive that. Like, that is horrifying.
The people in Nagasaki left shadows on the wall.
Oh my god.
From the fire, from it being so hot. Like, when I hear like people like defend dropping the nukes, it's so crazy to me. I'm like, dude, they dropped them on people. Like, literally normal people, bro. They didn't drop them on freaking soldiers. They didn't drop them. They dropped them on their freaking... I was like, that's like dropping it in Orlando.
Yeah, like...
It's like, what are you talking...
So the countries go to war and then the citizens pay the price of it. That's horrible. Like, I think
he's like, well, it had to be done.
People are picturing all these government elites, like, battling with each other. Like, no, it affects the people. Like, why are you okay with that?
I think every president should have to put their own child in the army as a freaking front of the line.
Isn't it like that System of a Down song? Like...
Yeah, no. Why always send the war? Why always send the war?
Wait, what do they say? Wait, presidents always start the war.
Why they always send the poor?
Why do they always send the poor? Yeah, literally.
Always send the poor. Why do they always send the poor?
Why do they always send the poor? Why do they always send the poor?
They always send the poor.
Why do they always send the poor?
BYOP.
Is that what it's called?
Bring your own bombs.
Bring your own body bag.
All right, so my list. Moon landing number 1.
Oh my god!
I will switch out. I had actually pretty I like mine pretty good. Maybe I'll take Denver and Dumb, swap those around. But other than that, I like mine pretty good.
Juicy.
Good list.
We forgot to do craziest thing on the internet, although we kind of just did it.
We blew over it, and we don't have to do the same thing every week. So
Brandon tried to tell me that Benny Blanco and Selena Gomez broke up. And I looked into it. They did not.
I just sent you the same TikTok I saw. I don't look into it. I don't care. I don't care.
Guys.
I know you would be interested in it. That'd be like, oh man, this UFC fighter got cut. Oh, who? You send me it. I'm like, oh, that wasn't real. But it's nice that you sent it to me. Thank you for trying to think of me.
I just have to put you guys in the position that I experienced. This is so funny. I'm in here setting up the camera and stuff for this podcast, right? Prepping. Brandon comes in the door. Benny Blanco and Selena Gomez split after cheating. And I was like, what?
See how juicy, though? I did the same thing when Liam Payne died. I was taking a dump and I ran out of the bathroom and told her she was doing the dishes.
No, I was making soup.
She was making soup.
Liam. Yeah, like, why are you always the one to break news to me, even though this was
latest and greatest. That's why. Latest and greatest, baby.
Did you see anything crazy on the internet this week?
No.
Okay, so I saw there's this new thing on TikTok where people are making AI videos of this old man trying to gain sympathy, like, buy my slippers. And it's so clearly AI, but people are falling for it. And it's just, like, cheap.
I just saw something like that on Facebook. Closing sale. We're closing. We have to sell all this jewelry.
I saw that too.
And I was looking at the old lady. I'm like, that old lady's kind of hot. Like, she looks kind of fake though. And I was looking. I'm like, wait a second, that was just freaking AI. So then I took the website, removed all the description, and I popped it into Google. And I was like, oh, this scam thing. The jewelry doesn't look anything like this. It's all AI. This and that. I was like, oh, it's happening. I was like, it's happening.
That's where it's messed up with AI, to, like, use it to, like, oh, I'm just a little old person by my stuff.
China.
That's so scary.
Yeah.
Ew. Latest and greatest.
Latest and greatest.
All right, so we just celebrated our 3-year wedding anniversary. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
It was great. Brandon's telling me we're almost out of time. Wait, I know, we hit the hour mark. Latest and greatest for me was I had an interview for a UCG position.
We both had interviews this week.
Oh, we did. We're making money moves.
Making money moves. Mine went well.
Mine did too, but I don't know for sure if I got it yet.
Yeah, right.
Like, I don't
You
know,
think it went well.
It went well. What was so funny was I was about to do it yesterday, and I was just in a t-shirt, and Brandon's like, "Is it a video call?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Go put a blouse on." I was like, "Oh my gosh!" And then it was like 5 minutes before I had to get.
And she's like, "What? How do you know what a blouse is?"
Yeah,
I'm like, "Shut up!"
I regret teaching you what a blouse is.
Well, I got you a job.
Right? I don't know if I even got
I know.
it. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But cross your fingies for me. That would be nice and fun. It's like for an AI software company, but I'd be like running their social media. What's your latest and greatest, honey?
I already said it. Raise, baby.
Oh yeah, he got a raise this week. Nice.
Hanging out. Fat one. Big old fat one.
Now I know who's picking up the tab.
Now I know who's picking up. If you know where that's from,
No, that is the most niche thing in the world. No one will know where that is from. I will get.
Lisa Nova's your hint.
No, I would literally give someone $1,000 if they knew where that was from.
Billy. I'm throwing out some hints right now. If you knew, now I know who's picking up the tab.
Oh my gosh.
That's such a throwback. That's sick.
We need to go to IHOP.
I can't stand. I gotta freaking poop.
Oh, a guy at Brandon's work like saw his tattoo and was like, "What are you gonna do when you don't like it anymore?"
So I said to this MFer, I said, "Bill, what did you do when your wife threw you out?" I said, "Bill, what do you do when trick-or-treaters come to your house? Do you drive away, Bill?" You tell me, Bill. No, I just said I put shorts on. I just won't look at it. Anywho, that's so rude. Like, I'm showing you my cool new tattoo. Guys, look at this thing's freaking sick. This thing's freaking...
It's mostly healed. Oh, I have to narrate for you since you're not by your mic.
Okay.
Oh. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
It's Frida. I love it.
So that's my tattoo, guys. It's sick.
I never understood anybody saying anything bad about anyone's tattoos, because it's like, even if it was the most awful thing you've ever seen, like, that is on their body forever.
Yeah, I'm like, Bill, shut the F word up.
To conclude, it's Reddit time!
Holy crap!
Am I the a-hole?
Freaking held hostage. Anywho.
Almost done. Am I the a-hole for being sad that my husband didn't put any effort into researching my engagement ring? Did you put research into mine?
No. How did I research it? Why not put research? What am I going to do? A project on you? No. Yeah, you are the a-hole. It's like if you had a specific thing and he sucks at buying stuff for you, you should know that before you marry him. What do you expect?
Well, let's see, because the title is kind of ambiguous.
Just from the title, that's where I'm going with it. Because it's like, look, some guys are very good at getting gifts. Some girls are very good at getting gifts. Some are not. Some you have to tell them exactly what you want. Because
he's throwing shade.
Sometimes you have to tell them exactly what you want.
I'm not a good gift giver. Let's read this.
As I get you random gifts wow.
I would also say about this is like, I feel like it's weird to assess your ring that much. Because I don't think I would have looked at the ring that you picked out for me and been like, oh, you didn't even think about this. This is such a weird, like, because it's an engagement ring. It's not about the ring. It's about what it's for. So to me, you could have like gotten a super rinky-dink ring. Like, I don't care. I, 30 female, have been with my husband, 30 male, for 11 years. Married for 3. My older sister is currently planning her wedding, and we were discussing her fiancé and how he got her ring and proposed. I went with her fiancé to choose a style, and he purchased a diamond based on what she said she wanted. Mm-hmm. While we were working with the jeweler, my sister was blindfolded in the car as to not ruin her surprise. Wait, so she knew it was happening?
This lady's... See, I already knew. Anywho. Alright.
Okay. This
chick sucks.
It's her favorite story to tell when she's asked about it. I mean, I guess that's cute if you wanted to do it that way, but I've never heard of anyone doing it like that.
This
Like,
chick,
why did she just stay home? Is my question.
this
Like,
chick sucks.
I would have just stayed at home.
What a control freak weirdo.
Anyway, my husband overheard us talking about it and said that he just went online and chose a ring without doing any research on different jewelers or rings. I was a bit taken aback when he told me that, and it was awkward after that. It wouldn't have bothered me if it was just in his typical nature to not research. However, this is the same man who spent 2 months researching the best TV for our new home.
Okay. The TV, you're going to spend a lot more time looking at that TV than you are going to be looking at a freaking ring. Can I just say that much?
I mean, also, like, were they mounting it? Did they have only a certain amount of space that they
Like
could...
the gigahertz, all this frame rates, you got to know all that stuff before you're committing. Because now I got this old piece of crap TV that I can't upgrade.
Our TV's nice.
Because she thinks this thing is a piece of crap. See?
Okay.
I'm with them on that one.
2 months of research on a TV.
Let's just say she's exaggerating though, because she's mad at him. So I don't think it was 2 months. It was probably 2 weeks. Honestly.
He doesn't buy gaming headphones, a new cologne, or a pair of sneakers without doing a deep dive into the options. To know that he just purchased my ring on a whim without an ounce of research hurts my feelings, especially since I went on him to get 2 custom bands, even let him design one. What?
So she customized his... So...
I will say, I don't really understand when women are so hyper fixated on, I need this specific ring. It needs to be exactly like this. Like, I get it's going to be on your hand for a while, but I don't know. I just remember I didn't really care. To me, that's just a weird thing to obsess about. You know what I mean? Is that just me? Maybe that's just me.
I don't know.
To each their own.
All I know is this lady sucks.
Don't get me wrong. The ring is lovely. You should have just started with that.
So he picked a nice ring, and you're mad because he picked it so quickly and didn't think about it. He's like, oh, that's nice. Hey, guess what, guys? I did that. I scrolled, and I'm, like, looking through stuff. I'm like, oh, that's nice. Let me go see that. Oh, I go there. Oh, yeah, that's a nice ring. Okay, yeah, I want that one.
When you picked it because you thought it reminded you of me.
She's like, oh, I just want, like, simple nothing. I'm like, okay, noted. You look it online, you look through some, and then you go and get it, and it's like, yep, all right, that looks...
Yeah, that was my only thing. I didn't want, like, a big rock.
Yeah.
I didn't want, like, one of those big, bulky things, because I have, like, small hands, so I didn't want that.
So it's like, I don't know how much research you need to do. It's like, with a ring, I mean, you want gold or... Like, what color do you want?
Silver?
Yeah.
Like, how big?
That's it. That was it. It was either do you want gold or silver or whatever, white gold.
Yeah. Mine's white gold.
That was literally it. Everything else was
Flower.
pretty much left up to me. Though I did propose in a sunflower field.
That's so
in a maze of sunflowers with a flower ring.
I will say, I feel like I care more about the proposal than the ring itself. I feel like putting more thought into the proposal is, like, more important. But, like, I saw this guy interviewing women on the street, like, how much should a guy spend on a ring? And some of them are like a third of his salary, like 20 grand. I'm like, what?
That's
why?
weird.
And especially if you're talking about a hypothetical man that you don't even know, like, why does that matter?
I think it's because they see it as, like, that's how much you're willing to give up a third of your income to marry them. Like, I think they see it as like a power trip. Like, I'm worth that much to him. Wow. Like, and it's weird because it's like, why are you thinking about the money value when it should be like, oh yeah, I would love to spend the rest of my life with that guy. Like, oh, because he has the money. It's weird. That's a weird thing. And that's tricky.
Don't get me wrong, the ring is lovely, even though it isn't the shape I wanted. I am freshly postpartum, so it may be the additional hormones eating away at the rational part of my brain. I just feel like he chose anything for the sake of getting something, so am I the a-hole for feeling sad? I mean, you're never the a-hole for how you feel. You can't help how something makes you feel, but I guess it would depend on how she handled it. And it's like, did you, like, throw a whole fit and, like, guilt trip him over it? Because to me, I think you gotta pick and choose your battles a bit, like, that's...
And he's kind of stuck. He had a baby with this sucky lady, so.
All right, we'll give her a break because she's postpartum and it's probably just hormonal. And it probably just rubbed her the wrong way because she was seeing, who was it, her sister or whoever? Like, she saw that fiance going to such great lengths to do it. And so I guess maybe it just kind of made her feel a little bit, like, thought of in a way. And, like, I can understand that. That's fine. And again, you can't help how something makes you feel, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was intentional. Like, maybe he just saw it and he thought it was pretty and it made him think of her. Like, maybe it was just as simple as that. Like, how many times have you gotten something for someone just because you're like, oh, I feel like they would like this?
Yeah.
You know? I don't know.
She's the a-hole.
I don't think she's an a-hole. I think she's just kind of... The husband's definitely not the a-hole. And, like, I get...
He's just a bro.
I get researching other stuff.
He's just a bro. I already know him. I know that guy. He's a bro. Like, he's freaking hanging out.
It's just, all right, as my mom would say, men just don't think. Which, I mean, maybe he wasn't thinking. Maybe he was just so, like...
He thought he did a good job. She liked it. He's like, she didn't want that one because this one's freaking nicer. Like,
to me, I would just care... I would care more about the quality of my marriage more than the quality of my ring. And you can quote me on that. A lot of people are saying not the a-hole. Comparison is the thief of joy. Yeah, that's what she was doing. She was comparing her situation to someone else. So I will say she's not the a-hole. Just perhaps a little compare-y. Don't compare yourself. So this was fun, Brandon Smith.
Yerp.
And now we have to go back to the DMV. Not today, but...
Yeah.
But...
Oh, that's gonna blow.
Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like it up. Rate us 5 stars on Spotify. Leave us a review. Maybe we'll read it in our bad reviews segment next time.
Yeah, we gotta get some farming done.
We'll read Wawa E. coli reviews next time.
Freaking Wawa, bro.
Or that Carrabba's where I had
Carrabba's in Apopka or Altamont, wherever that was, Florida. Naughty.
Disgusting.
That was awful. I threw your gift cards away, by the way.
Yeah, they're like, here's a gift card to come back. Like, bro, I'm not coming back.
They gave me like $200 of gift cards. I'm like, I don't want that crap, dude. You can keep them. Anywho.
We will see you guys next time. Oh, we're going to Florida later this month, so we may not have a show at the end of the month.
We're filming 2. Don't let this one keep trying to get out of it. She keeps on trying. We'll film 2, guys. We're not missing anything. We're not missing any weekends.
All right.
We're not. I'm not letting you snake out of this.
We'll see you next
time.
Bye.
And scene.